Know that darker hue folk was happy that white people was suffering when it comes down to the flood. That them white, them girls is lost out here in these streets. That a whole bunch of white people done died in the water. I didn't know. I really didn't know that black folks like champion. Like that's what they get. Wait, what? What's going on? How y'all doing? And welcome. I'm Willie. Appreciate y'all for joining me, man, on this wonderful Thursday, July the 10th, 20 to 25. What is going on this wonderful day? Give yourself a pat on the back because y'all done made it. Y'all done made a whole nother day. You is alive. You is alive. Can't nobody deny that you is alive. Until you leave this thing, can't nobody deny that you is alive. What it do, what it do. Come on in and hit that button, man. Y'all know what they not doing for a player, and we screaming everywhere. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, we also, damn it, I just want to say, kick. I just want to say the word kick. I just want to say the word kick. I am going to have to put an icon down at the bottom. I just want to say kick. You know what I'm saying? We screaming live everywhere. You say, hey, family, and chat. You say, you got your notification. That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate that right there, man. Thank y'all for being right. That's what I'm talking about. I had to go ahead on and set it on up again. I had set it on up again, and that's what I had done did. So I do appreciate y'all being around there and y'all being everywhere. Regardless of where you at, just go ahead on and hit the thumbs up button, man. You say no notifications. Say it is coming. It is coming. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. I was just on the internet, man. Like I'm on the internet now. Like I'm always on the internet, but I didn't know. I didn't know. That's what they get because they racist. That's what some people saying. Like because they racist, and this what you get for being racist. Damn. Imagine if lighter hue people said that about darker hue people, they would really be considered racist then. Mm-hmm. I don't know. And it's crazy because 9 times out of 10, the people who are saying this stuff is believers in God. Right. And if there is believers in God, you're supposed to love thy neighbor, right? Right? You're not supposed to wish anything bad on your neighbors, if I'm not mistaken. Hmm? I don't understand. You say that you're trying to open all the platforms on different devices. I appreciate that right there. I appreciate the support. I really, really do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what I thought. That your book is out here saying, and or the Lord had done told y'all can't be around here, you know, speaking ill and wishing ill and happy that ill will has happened to them. I was like, oh my God, I thought we was in 2025. But then again, we is in 2025, and people is actually speaking the way that they want to speak. So I'm guessing that part is a plus. Mm-hmm. That part is a plus. But in my mind, these same people will get upset. A lot of you people said the same exact thing. Um, I got I got a message today. I got a message earlier today. Earlier. Somebody was telling me that did I know? And this is maybe a question that you all have never heard before. Maybe this is a question that y'all have never heard before, but the person questioned me. It's the question that I got. Did you know that Jesus died for you? You need to give your life over to the Lord before it's too late. Like, man. I read it, I'm listening, I'm smiling. Did I know that Jesus had to die for me? I was like, okay, I heard it. I heard it in passing, you know. Yeah, I done heard it all my life, but I heard it in passing, you know. I can't prove it, but that's what they say. So I can't prove that we went to the moon, but that's what they say. All right, cool. I ain't finna argue, you know. And they say I need to hurry up. I need to hurry up. Go ahead on and give my life to the Lord. It's like, all right, cool. I don't know what to do with that. I didn't even respond. I like didn't know. Like I'm just thinking to myself, I heard it before, but I don't know how to respond to that anymore. Said the 510 Oak, California is checking on in for Dude. I appreciate y'all for being here. Mm-hmm. I didn't know what to tell the person, and I'm pretty sure that they wanted a response. Say open your Bibles to Genesis. No, I was just like, okay, Gabe, for me. So I got a question for you good people. Did Jesus die for everybody? I don't think I've ever asked that question before, but did Jesus die for everybody? The old and the new. I don't know. Somebody educate me now. Mm-hmm. Come on, y'all. Mm-hmm. I don't know, but I'm guessing. Mm-hmm. So, Willie, do you have to die? Do you have to die back though? I don't even much know. They say probably stuck their foot in your email, and so you couldn't close. I don't know. So y'all saying yes? Jesus died for everybody. Okay. The Bible says that I am the God of the living, not of the dead. All right. Okay. Died for hours. So I'm guessing hours is everybody. Okay. Mm-hmm. You say, will it be tackling the tough questions? To say, if they ain't knowing, I be trying to do what I can do when I can do it. So, I just be sitting back and I was just thinking, how many of y'all find it odd? Do y'all know that a daddy killed the son? Anytime on this good planet, there isn't a good excuse that a father could tell y'all that they killed their son. There's not a good excuse. There's not anything close to a good excuse of how a father can give an explanation of I killed my son. And we would all be like, oh man, like that was a really good sacrifice. Mm-hmm. Say Jesus died to fulfill the law, and whoever believe on him shall be saved. That's what's up. Mm-hmm. Say the message love all through the Bible. Facts. Listen. I don't think that we be thinking stuff through. So he killed his son? We look at that. Boy, when I tell y'all, indoctrination is so serious. You say Jesus was stillborn. Jesus. I ain't know that. Listen. When I tell y'all indoctrination is so serious, and this is why they say you got to get at the people when they churn. If you get at them while they churn, you got them. Because you can explain some shit away. He killed his son, though. God, God killed a little boy. And he was like, man, thank you, God, for your sacrifice. He killed his son, though. I used to could get past that part, but now I'm not going to allow myself to just gloss that over. I'm not going to do that right now. Say Mary was a side piece. Mary was also a child. But we don't care about that right there. You know what I'm saying? It just did what it is. I was just like thinking, what? Gave his only son, but he killed his now I know what y'all thinking. God didn't kill his only son. All right, let me take that back. He didn't kill him. He sacrificed him. Meaning that him died. But like I be also saying, well, did he really sacrifice his son if he allowed him to come back? So I was thinking, do you know Jesus died for your sin? Okay, that's what's up. How many of y'all be like, well, I ain't asked him to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no player. You know? I don't. Did y'all know that everybody who speaks on Jesus and speak about what Jesus did, none of them was there. They ain't hang around, buddy. You know. Shout out to Weedy 504 for the $2 super chat. Say, Dad said, how can a woman get pregnant without sex? Great question. Just because I don't. And people would get upset with you talking about you that's blasphemy. Asking questions, having questions is blasphemy. This is deep. You say, Willie, he didn't kill his son. Jesus knew his father's plan and why he left his home in heaven to save the world. Okay, all right. He said, I got to ask God. All right, cool. That's what's up. I talked to him when I got the show. You know what I'm saying? Say, I don't like how God hardens Pharaoh's heart to prove a point. Me either. Say, let my people go. But you don't really want to let them go because you hardened his heart so he couldn't let the people go. But it's his fault that he didn't let the people go. Just, listen, I'm not even mad at this good book. I promise you I'm not mad at this good book. I'm really, really not. He say, can't ask questions, just believe what's said. Facts. Don't y'all be doing all that questioning and shit. Hell no. Shout out to Miss Buckgood for the $4 cash app. He say, Pastor, I can be sacrificed and come back in 3 days. There it is. Yeah, I just want y'all to think about that part right there too. Sacrifice, bounce right back. I call it reneging like a spades game. You know what I'm saying? So he say, Jesus died because the world said he was evil. Say, Willie, our body dies and spirits live on forever. That's what they say. That's literally what they say. Say, we are 9 Bible study, turn to Psalms. Listen, I just be sitting up here thinking. Say, was Jesus a test tube, baby? Bam. That's probably where humans got the concept of test tube babies. Of you all don't need to have sex. We just go on and take the eggs and stuff like that right there and mix it with sperm and stuff, and just impute it into the woman. Put it in the woman. That's probably where that came from. I never read the Bible. I have no clue. That's what's up. I listen, boy. I just be thinking stuff be popping up in my head, and I be like, oh, never said that out loud. Let me go on and say that out loud. If y'all just not coming on in, we screaming everywhere. The purple, green, the blue. Oh, no. We had to mess up with the purple. So we on the green and the blue. And then we also on the green and black. I guess I'm just going to call it the green and black. The green and black, the green right there, and the blue. We everywhere. Thank y'all for being around here supporting the player. Like always, we got 97 likes. I need for y'all to go on and just hit the 100. Then I go on and get into it. I know y'all don't like nobody talk about God, them. But I ain't mad at God. I'm not mad at God. It's you people with the problem. I ain't. God, ooh. How many of y'all think that y'all can change God's mind? Hold on. Boy, I saw a clip. Give yourself a pat on the back. Y'all done made it over 100 by 19 after the hour. Oh, I got to pull this up. Because I just saw this before I came on live and I'm like, buddy, think that. How many of y'all think that God consults with y'all? Wait. How many of y'all think that God consults with y'all before God make a decision? You know what I'm saying? I'm asking for a friend. I'm just asking for a friend because I saw a pastor, one of my pimp player pastor partners, go ahead on and say something, and I'm like, I don't think that that's right. I ain't never heard it like this right here. So maybe I could just be wrong. Maybe I could just be missing something. I don't know. But here, boy, y'all just come on in and hit the little button real quick. Listen, I got to show y'all that I can't let it pass. I can't let it go. I can't let it go. This thing is titled God Tells His Secrets to Pastor Jesse Duplantis. Jesse Duplantis. And God, God asked Jesse for his opinion. Listen, no, I'm not making this up. Here, hold on. Let me grab it. Got the code on, grab that right there. God asks Jesse Duplantis his opinion on the situation. Listen. Y'all just listen. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Hold on. Here we go.
I'm going to say something going to knock your socks off. Yeah. I am a man that's very close to the Lord Jesus Christ. Gotcha. I live for God on a daily basis. I've had God tell me some things. I'm telling you one thing that I'm amazed that God has taken me in places I never thought I would be. But what happens is we've disclosed secrets with each other. Friends have frank and open conversations with each other. I've done that with the Lord. I've had the Lord say, Jesse, I've had God come tell me, say, this is what I'm going to do. I've had the Lord say, what do you think about this? God has asked me for my opinion. I said, well, Lord, since you asked, maybe I'm doing it. He said, no, we can talk frankly. What do you think? I said, well, I don't think you ought to do that. He said, why you don't think I ought to do that? I said, well, I know you know people more than I do, but Lord, if you just let me do a little bit more work on this individual, I think we can get them to you. He says, okay, go ahead. Do what you have to do. And I tell you what, the Bible says he who wins souls is wise.
Oh, snap. Wait a minute. I can't do this shit. I can't believe y'all. Listen. Oh, my God. And this is like a popular pastor. He is one of my real popular pastor player friends out here, man. Get that money for the Lord, though. He said God was going to do something, and before God had done did it, God asked for his opinion. Jesse, what you think about this? Woo! Yes, he is one of the mega church pastors. In it for the money. Damn, you better get God's money. Don't care nothing about it. Get that paper out here in these doggone street. Say, Jesse, you are not that important. I couldn't believe that he had done said that. I'm like, he came to you? No. But he did say that he's very, very close to the Lord. He's very, very close. Like they're like partners. You know what I'm saying? He hit him up. Call his phone and stuff like that right there. He got a little earpiece in. He got a little Apple iPods in. He talking to him when y'all don't know that he talking. But wow. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments section because I got to share this. I got to share this with the world, Craig. Let me know. Move right along. I ain't going to even much show you. Oh, my God. Y'all heard this? I was there and about to cry. I said, I can't believe I didn't know that God do that. Maybe I am lost. Maybe I am just a pure mortal and I'm a lost soul. Maybe. Maybe I don't know what God is out here doing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because I am a human, I can't understand, I can't comprehend what God is out here doing. That's what they be telling us humans that we can't comprehend. We really can't comprehend the Bible. That's what they be saying. If you don't agree the way other people agree, then they will say that you don't understand what's being said in the Bible. You can't comprehend. You can't comprehend. And you need a scholar to go ahead on and help you on that, to help you come to the same understanding that everybody else think. I got it. That's what's up. Lord, listen, if you're listening to me, I don't believe that you inspired a book to be written. Like, I truly don't. I don't think that you... According to what I know, and I'm in my 40s, I don't believe somebody as superior as a God would have told these pure humans to just write a book. I don't believe that. Knowing that these failures of humans, these humans will fail. Gonna lie, cheat, steal, kill. He's gonna change some shit and add some shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you're slow like that. People think you're slow like that. I don't think that's slow like that. Shout out to David for the $5 cash app. You say he owned that good dope. Laugh out loud. For real though. I don't think God would have told people to write no book. Y'all, I just, cause listen, I trust humans to be humans. And humans is this thing called flawed. We are liars. Every human is a liar. Just saying. Say, just remember the book of Eli. That's what's up. He say Jesus was talking to Charleston White. That's what's up, man. Hey, man. He said the government took over the book. Listen. Shout out to everybody and respectfully to everybody who believe they books. I get y'all. I understand indoctrination, boy, is a beast. But I don't believe that all powerful. I don't believe that an all powerful God would sacrifice anybody for y'all sins, for him to not punish y'all for sins. I just you got more power than that. And then he had to wait, 37 years or something like that right now? I don't believe this shit. Listen, I'm just thinking, like, you could just stop it. I don't, like, there's a stop button. You could just, all right, the way that I was punishing these people for sins. Okay, we're just gonna stop that part right there. Just put a little button. I ain't gonna kill you like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Just push a little button. And now you ain't gotta worry about your sins. Although we still gotta worry about our sins. See, in case y'all don't understand, we still liable, or we still will be held accountable for our sins. But Jesus died on the cross for our sins. That's what I'm like thinking, like God doesn't have to sacrifice. You can't tell me that an all-powerful some have to do it the way that is comfortable with you. You got to do it that way. I don't no. I'm not going for that. Lord, listen. If you're listening to me, come ask me for my opinion. Please come ask me for my opinion. Especially about sending your son back. Do not do it. We're not ready. We still barbecuing and shit. We just got Juneteenth. Don't come back just yet. We just starting to get good credit, houses, bank loans. We just starting to I don't know. I need you to come on back and tell people that we need daddies in the household. But other than that, right there, like don't like come back, like slide through. Don't come back and chill for a good little minute. Nope. Come on back, say, hey, fathers need to be in the home, and slide on out this thing, because they're not listening to me. They're not listening to other men and other women. They're not listening to the men and the women who says that, hell, we need fathers in the household, so maybe if you swoop on through real quick, your son swoop on through real quick. But don't stay, because then they're going to be like, oh, we finna die anyway. No. Let them know that you're not here to stay. You just come on in to drop a word, to leave a message, and shoot on up out this thing. Mm-hmm. Say, Willie, stop. You're going to start hearing voices, Lord Jesus. Please don't let me hear voices. Lord, I just want you to understand. I don't be believing these people. I really don't. I know what y'all think about hell, but Willie, what if God did tell people to write the book? I don't think y'all want me to answer that question. Huh? I don't know. Because I'm going to say something that you don't like. I would rather say I don't believe a God. I don't believe no God wrote no damn told people to write a damn book. Oh, I got a question. We 30 after the hour. Here, y'all come on in and just hit the thumbs up here. I'm going to say what I want to say. Here we go. Watch this. Did God inspire people to write Jesus part of the story of the book? I just thought about it. Mm-hmm. He said the Lord don't speak English. That's why prayers don't get answered. Ooh, I like it. I like it because English is just like fairly new, right? Mm-hmm. He says, stop for a flood in Florida. Oh, Lord. I'm sorry I didn't mean it then. I'm sorry. I don't want you to get angry. Don't get angry with me. But you made me. You knew what I was going to say. Say God still pee in the bed. Now listen. Let's go ahead on and jump into some news. Don't do it like that right now. Don't you? I'm not going to allow you to say that God pissy. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Y'all just disrespectful. Really disrespectful. Let's jump on some news that maybe you can use. And maybe a lot of you people have been going through this right here, and this is really not a good thing to go through. And again, we speaking about food again. We got to speak about food and y'all churn not being able to eat. Food and y'all churn not being able to eat. But in this case, this is about stolen SNAP benefits out of Georgia. Georgia families is having a hard time replacing or getting the SNAP benefits replaced after being stolen.
They're going hungry because someone stole their...
They going hungry.
Thousands of Georgians say they're going hungry because someone stole their food benefit money and it's not being replaced by the state.
Channel 2 investigative reporter Ashley Lincoln is live in the studio now. And Ashley, you learned lawmakers are looking for long-term solutions.
Yes, because the change is definitely needed. We found that the safety net for replacing stolen Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP funds, has dried up. So now when a SNAP recipient goes to the state for help, they're being told there's nothing it can do, leaving families with no money for groceries. Georgia lawmakers say they recognize this is a major problem and are working on solutions.
We're a little empty right now.
Eureka Slaughter says looking at empty cabinets sends a wave of emotions through her.
I'm holding back tears. It's very hurtful knowing that I promised my kids they wouldn't go through this.
Coming home from school, ain't no food here. Because sometimes I don't get a chance to eat in school.
My heart had dropped.
And Jatavia Cook says she cried for 2 days after hackers hit her account twice within hours.
What was behind those tears?
A lot of frustration because I'm already struggling.
Both women are one of thousands of Georgians who've told Channel 2 Action News their state-issued SNAP cards were hacked.
Well, the funds hacked.
For more than 2 years, Channel 2 has covered SNAP recipients' frustrations about stolen benefits.
This is what we have to make work.
Slaughter says she had to lean on her community to help her buy groceries for her family of 3.
If it weren't for them, we'll probably be starving right now.
The majority of the complaints from Channel 2 viewers show hackers are primarily spending the...
I want y'all to also understand this right here. We be quick to talk about blood is thicker than water and all that right there. You know, it's crazy. A lot of times we can't lean on family. We cannot lean on family. We can't lean on families. We have a family problem. But for so many decades, the family structure has been destroyed. And for some reason, we don't understand, we don't see it, or we haven't synced it, and we have not tried to correct it. Family, damn near is the most important thing. It should be the most important thing, because when we fall short of glory, and a lot of times we will fall short of glory, you have nobody. And sometimes strangers be helping. Go.
Money in the Northeast. Both women showed us how their benefits were spent at stores in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and New York.
Have you ever been to New York and Pennsylvania?
No.
Were you there in March?
No.
In 2 different states?
2 different states.
The federal government's program for replacing stolen benefits ended in December, but the hacking hasn't slowed down.
I couldn't even get anybody on the phone line. For a year, I received benefits, so I truly know and understand the importance of having those benefits.
State Representative Patty Marie Stinson was once a SNAP recipient. She says in recent months, her office has received a lot of complaints.
This is not falling on deaf ears.
She says Georgia lawmakers are working to craft legislation to provide long-term funding for replacement benefits.
We want to make sure that people in Georgia know that Georgia legislators really know and understand and really concerned about what's happening.
Data from the state shows in 2023, roughly 1,200 claims of stolen benefits were made. The number drastically jumped around 20,000 the following year, and nearly 30,000 claims of stolen benefits were made by the end of March.
You know what's crazy? In 2023, we were just coming out of C-19, right? 1223 claims. Picture 2024, that shit went up damn near 20,000. Damn near 20,000. And then up until now, 30,000. So when we couldn't work, when people was really having a hard time, people couldn't work, they could not get no money, and a lot of people, they couldn't even go down to the spot to fill out for SNAP benefits because, we had closed door policies. It didn't go up that high. It's crazy, right?
Federal lawmakers recognize this problem. The Bipartisan Fairness for Victims of SNAP Skimming Act would reimburse SNAP victims. One of the bill's sponsors, New York Congresswoman Grace Means, says fraudsters mainly use skimming devices to steal funds, and adding chip card technology to EBT cards could significantly offset these thefts.
Oh, so that's why it wasn't happening, because the stores wasn't open and people, they use these machines to steal stuff. So, all right, go ahead, my bad.
Georgia Senator Raphael Warnock, whose family was on SNAP as he was growing up, agrees.
We who serve in government have an obligation to make them whole.
Georgia recipients say until new protections get passed, they'll remain vigilant and use the state's app to lock their accounts.
I have to lock and unlock my card because that can't happen again.
Do y'all even understand that this lock situation has been in effect for a long time, right? Is anybody in here on SNAP? Is anybody here getting some food stamps? I need some. But listen. Hasn't the lock feature on your SNAP card has been in effect for a few years now, if I'm not mistaken? Because listen, it was not always in effect. It was not always an option. So about how long has it been in effect?
And the Georgia Department of Human Services oversees SNAP funds. The commissioner was not available, unfortunately, for our interview for this segment.
Well, Ashley, is the state doing anything to stop these kinds of thefts?
Yes, we brought this to their attention, and they say that within the last year, the state has introduced several fraud protections, including the lock feature to lock and unlock a person's card, and also by not allowing easy pins like 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, it said...
Do y'all even understand that some people still use the easy pin? Some people pin number is 1, 2, 3, 4. They said they need to go back to paper food stamps. Oh, that'll be fly. That'll be real fly.
At this time, card chipping is not possible in Georgia because most vendors' EBT point-of-sale systems do not support chip cards. And yesterday, we found the U.S. Department of Agriculture announced it will disqualify retailers who are caught participating in this type of fraud.
So it would take upgrades to the card, but also on the vendor's side too, if they were to do that.
Absolutely.
Right.
That's what's up. And should SNAP make it Should SNAP make benefits like this right here, right? Should you be able to use your SNAP benefits outside of your zip code? Wait, hold on, because you just may stay on the line of your zip code, and then the store is probably right in that next town, but you're really, really close to it, but you like right at the line, so you don't cross the line. So let's not do that right there. Should your card be able to work probably outside of 3 zip codes? Because y'all know right now, somebody can travel from Georgia way down to like Miami and use their card. I don't think that they should be able to use their card outside of some type of radius. Think about it. SNAP benefits is for your household. For your kids, really. Household of kids. So you should be buying grocery and putting it inside of the household. You shouldn't be traveling state to state to state being able to use your SNAP benefits. Yeah, right, because they have it nationwide right now. And I don't think that that's smart. Unless you relocate it, then I got it. So maybe they need to make that a feature. Oh, no. All right, bam. That should be a feature on the site that people can click and say, do not use out of state. But hell, I guess the best feature is to lock the card. But I'm just trying to think of some other thing. And I mean, it's sad. It's sad out here, man, for a whole bunch of people. They going through that right there, and they can't feed them and their children. They can't feed them and their children. And again, like we talked about yesterday, a lot of why people is going hungry because they're not stacking up. And the crazy part is you all get stamps and y'all not stacking up. I can understand more that people who don't have stamps is not stacking up. I can understand that more. But the stamps is free to you. The stamps is free to you and your children. And you still won't stack up? A lot of y'all be getting like $500, $1,000 shit like that right there. And y'all about like 500. Out of 1,000 be sweets. You little snacks and shit. But y'all would not say, okay, this month I'm finna spend $100. Let's just say $100 every month out of your stamp goes to the bag beans, goes to canned goods, goes to rice. You just stack it up every month. Listen, you're not gonna run through a 100-pound bag of rice in a month, but you every month keep buying you things of rice. But the problem is you all don't think that your car will ever be stolen, and you all don't believe that they will ever cut you off. That's a problem. You say in Washington, if you try to stack the money on your EBT, they will cut you off. That makes sense to me. That make all the sense to me. If you stacking money, that lets us know that you don't need that. That should let the system know, okay, if we've been giving you $1,500, you only spending $7 a month. We need to go ahead and cut you down to about 7 or 8. You don't need the whole 15. There's a lot of people who are stacking their stamps in different states. I saw a chick with $4,700 remaining on her stamps with 5 kids. Remaining 47. So she been stacking. I'm like, why don't they just cut it down? I don't. It's just so waste, and it's wasting our dollars, and then we, the workers, can't get nothing. Say, Willie, SNAP is for stun, and I would be stunned. Listen, if somebody willing to go half, I got you. Somebody willing to go half, we shouldn't be doing things like that because, hell, I don't condone it because that is against the law to be purchasing someone's stamps that they need for their children. I don't believe in that. That's against the law, and I would never do something like that. And I do not advise anyone else to break the law, because we don't break the law around here at the Willie Williams Show. That's something that we do not do, and that's something that we fight against daily. We in these streets fighting daily. Y'all go ahead on and give a player a thumbs up, a share, and all that fly stuff right there, man. Let's go ahead on and jump on into this right here. Damn it. We got a man who was accused of raping. We got a man who was accused of raping an 11-year-old in MiamiDade County at Gwen Cherry Park. Now, I remember Gwen Cherry Park. Gwen Cherry is up there in the city in Miami-Dade County. That's where you go play football at the Pee Wee leagues. And love going up there to Gwen Cherry. It's thick. You might get shot and shit like that right there. It's going to be a little shootout or a fight, especially when you're coming from down south and you're coming up north. You know what I'm saying? We had those rivals like that right there. But when you go to the park with the kids and stuff for the football game and the cheerleader competitions and all that fly stuff right there, it was a good place to be. And Gwen Cherry typically had good football teams. Good Pee Wee League football teams. And that's where you go to bet your money at. That's where you go. Bitch, I got 500 on it. You know what I'm saying? I got a stack on it. Them big boys used to be out there betting. You know what I'm saying? Them boys who got money to blow. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You say, well, I got $200 in stamps, but Cash App won't let it send it to you, bro. Got to be more careful. Now, that's what they need to change. Here, I'm hungry, too. He say, Willie, you the best hood news reporter on YT. I appreciate that right there. Y'all, listen. Why is a man raping an 11-year-old, a girl, on the park? Let's see what happened.
That has shocked South Florida. An 18-year-old is behind bars tonight accused of raping an 11-year-old girl at a park in Miami-Dade.
The suspect was caught in the act and tried taking off, but was pinned down by several people until police arrived. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Lauren Pastrana.
And I'm Elliot Rodriguez. Tonight we're hearing from one of the Good Samaritans who came to help catch the attackers. CBS News Miami's Anna McAllister joins us from the jail where that suspect is being held.
What this man is accused of doing is simply hard to stomach. But thanks to the quick thinking of a group of Good Samaritans, they were able to subdue him before police arrived. What police say happened here at Gwen Cherry Park Tuesday night is horrifying.
I couldn't sleep last night. I'm kind of overwhelmed by the situation. Really just in disbelief.
We spoke on the phone with Mike Santiago, who says he was one of the men who chased down 18-year-old Antoine Johnson.
18-year-old Antoine. This is Antoine taking his Instagram photo after he got caught. Here is my issue. Well, things is different nowadays, because back in my day, his Instagram photo would have not looked it like that. See, his face looked regular. Back in my day at Gwen Cherry, if you was caught in the act of raping a child, but it would have been in the infirmary. It would have not been a picture so soon. I promise.
At the park. Police say Johnson raped an 11-year-old girl in the bathroom after asking her for toilet paper, then following her inside. Investigators say someone caught Johnson in the act, and Santiago recalls the moment he heard the woman who walked in scream for help.
She kind of screamed out for him like, hey, he just raped this little girl. And I was like the guy that locked eyes with him. And like I looked like he just took off running. In the midst of me running across the street and chasing him, I just wanted answers.
Santiago says he and another man were able to catch Johnson and subdue him until police came.
We kind of trapped him in some backyards and, we kind of got him out. And, police they came very fast. They came about the next 3 minutes or so.
Santiago says the little girl was traumatized after the heinous attack.
I know she was crying and she was saying he did all type of heinous things to her.
I have read the arrest form, and it provides probable cause for
charges, Judge.
You're waiving the charges.
Wednesday, Johnson appeared in court and is facing charges of sexual battery on a minor, kidnapping, and false imprisonment under the age of 13.
This is a capital case and it's very serious and therefore I am no contact order.
He's being held without bond. And according to Florida law, those who are convicted of raping a child 12 years old and younger could face the death penalty. But for now, reporting from TGK, Anna McAllister.
Yeah, TGK chilling. You're gonna have a hard time. You're gonna have a hard time. You're gonna have a hard time. I just want to go there. Damn. But look. I got a question.
Years old and younger could face the death. And according to Florida law, those who are convicted of raping a child 12 years old and younger could face the death penalty.
12 and younger could face the death penalty. Why not 13 and under? Why not 13 and under? There got to be some reason why it's not 13 and under. Oh, hell. Why not 14 and under? Anybody? Why stop at 12? You say always accompany your children to public bathrooms. And a lot of times because we don't watch our children like that on the park. We really, really don't. We take the children out to the park, and hell, depends on the community. We can let our children go outside and play, and if you stay close to the park, they will go to the park and just play with the other children. You know, and that's just an open little public little bathroom, and you know. Things happen, and now maybe they will have some type of security out there, or adults who will now be deemed to watch the children. You know what I'm saying? He said 12 is still elementary, 13 should be middle school. You right about that. He said because 12 is considered pubescent. Okay. So they deserve for a person to get the death penalty, but a 13-year-old don't deserve for you to get the death penalty. I'm just saying. Because at 13, the child can fight back better, in my guess. That's what's up. And it's crazy. Watch this. We don't all hit puberty at the same age, right? We don't all hit puberty at the same age. There's literally people who hit puberty before 13. It just is. But that's the law. And if you're trying to get the death penalty, you go ahead on and do that right there. Just be careful out here in these doggone street and pay attention to your churn. Moving right along. I ain't worry much on you. I'm gonna let it go because I can really go just a little bit. I'm gonna leave it alone. Anyway, we're gonna stay in Miami. We're gonna stay in Miami for a quick little something. We got a lady who is deciding to follow her own understanding and do exactly what she want to do out here in these doggone streets. Hold on. I got to remove that. Let me move that. Got it. Where y'all at? You say at 13, you run faster. All right. You say, yep, as early as 9. Yeah. A lot of kids hit puberty before 13. Or is it that, 13-year-olds, they can't even consent in Romeo and Juliet. I think it's 14 to 18 they can consent, but I don't even think a 13 can consent, or maybe. I don't know. It's something like that right now. But anyway, we have a mom who is accused of taking children in Homestead. A mom done got some kids out here missing.
Now to new developments surrounding a pair of missing children in southwest Miami-Dade. Their mother now facing charges after attempting to board a flight with them at MIA. And that's where we find CBS News Miami's Peter Dench live with more on the charges she is now facing. Peter?
She tried to run off with the kid?
Well, Lauren, investigators say the mother took the children without permission. It was arrested right here at Miami International Airport when she was trying to leave the state with them. They say
the mom tried to take the kids without permission. Oh, she ain't got custody. Okay, go ahead.
She had limited visitation and the father had full custody.
Okay. Shout out to the old boy with full custody out here in these streets, man. Yeah.
You have a no contact order with, at this time, your children.
36-year-old Chantrell Willis is ordered to stay away from her own 2 children and their father after investigators say she broke the law by taking the youngsters without the father's permission.
You cannot attempt to have any contact with them. You can't do it directly or through anybody else.
Willis's children were the subject of a statewide missing child alert and described as endangered juveniles. 6-year-old Ivy Mitchell and her brother 10-year-old Devin Mitchell. They live here in the Southwest Miami-Dade apartment building with their father. Investigators say Willis was only allowed to visit them every other Saturday while supervised by a paternal uncle. Family members had initially alerted authorities after she did not answer her cell phone and they could not reach her. The Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office said the mother took them from their home after packing their clothing and went to a hotel, and then to Miami International Airport where she had gone with them and a 3rd child from another relationship. An arrest report says her children said they were going to leave on an airplane to Georgia or Texas, but their mother had trouble paying for tickets and was trying to find a cheaper flight.
Hold on. So she grabbed those 2 and another child from another relationship. She ain't got custody of none of her kids. That's what's up.
The report said Willis is homeless. In court, we learned she works as a housekeeper. Her bond was set at $7,500.
She was homeless and she went to the airport to try to buy plane flights. She ain't have enough. Got it. Real smart.
Investigators say the children were not injured and were returned to their father. We tried to speak with him, but he did not want to say anything.
He don't even want to talk bad about the mom.
Now, we also spoke with one of Willis's cousins, but he said right now family members did not want to comment. Investigators say Willis was also asked how she was able to remove her children from the apartment, but they said she did not want to answer that question. We are live at Miami International Airport. Peter Dash, CBS News, Miami.
She done taught her kids and just open up the door real quick. Just open up the door. I just want to see y'all and hug y'all. Don't y'all want to come with your mama? Don't y'all love your mama? I gave you life. Huh? So y'all ain't got no love for Snoop Dogg? The mama said, well, you ain't got no love for your mama? I carried you for 9-10 months. 6.5. One of y'all was a preemie. Listen, you don't love your mama? So you gonna love your daddy more than your mama? You know you a coon if you do that, right? Shout out to all the people who love their daddy more than they love their mama. You a coon, though. I just want to let y'all know that. You ain't supposed to do that. You are not supposed to do that. Oh, remember we talked about this right here yesterday. And I think we have a little update. We have a little update. I should have watched it through. I really should have watched it through so I could have understood what the update was. I just saw that they just did something different. That's pretty much it. But let's see. Let me grab it like this right here. As y'all come on in, man, I need for y'all to hit the thumbs up and the share button. We screaming everywhere. We screaming everywhere. Bam, bam, bam. Got that. Now, why is that not refreshed? Got that. We still around here. What is that? Refresh that. Pop that. Yeah, I'm 18. What is they talking about? This is crazy. Well, I'm not 18, but anyway, we talked about this story yesterday to say the family is outraged after a NYPD confirms that an 18-year-old daughter died in police custody. Now, remember, yesterday they had them said that this person hung themselves with a sweater in police custody. This was the one who was at the barbecue with her la, and I guess they got into some type of argument or something like that right there, and the police were called, if I'm not mistaken. Here we go.
Punk's mother is speaking out tonight after authorities say that her 18-year-old daughter died over the weekend while in police custody. News 12's Tim Harfman is outside of the 41st Precinct in Longwood with more.
What do we want? Justice! For who? Sanaya!
Family, friends, and community leaders rallying outside of the 41st Police Precinct Tuesday, calling on the NYPD and city officials to be transparent after 18-year-old Sanaya Cheatham died while in police custody. Cheatham's mother demanding answers.
Our family is broken-hearted, broken down. We lost a part of us.
Police first told News 12 Cheatham died by suicide inside of the precinct cell, then later said it was a medical emergency before calling the death suspicious.
Whoa. So first they saying that she died by suicide, and then they say a medical condition? Uh-oh.
It was a medical emergency before calling the death suspicious. Cheatham's family says the 18-year-old was on her way home Saturday from a cookout at Crotona Park when she got into a fight with her girlfriend and was arrested for disorderly conduct. Her brother surprised by the incident.
Sanaya's not really a fighter. She's would rather talk to you first than hit you or start a fight with you or anything like that.
The family says Cheatham loved writing and was an A student after finishing her freshman year at Bronx Community College.
She was a very loving, sweet, smart girl, outgoing, silly.
Why pass her hugging on the mama like that? Pass her.
Outgoing, silly.
The family says this was the first time Cheatham was ever arrested. At this hour, there are still a lot of questions surrounding her death.
Why is she out here with that damn bonnet on? Why we got to do that? And y'all girls be young out here with these damn bonnets on. Black first over here with the fists up. Gotcha.
Surrounding her death.
I just need to know what happened. I would like to see cameras. I want to see that my daughter hung herself.
Yeah.
I don't know what to believe.
The medical examiner tells News 12 they conducted an examination yesterday and the results are still pending. We're still working to learn more information from police. This is an ongoing investigation. In Longwood, Tim Hartman, News 12.
Yeah. I'm kind of like the mother. Let me see that my baby done hung they self. He's just gonna wrap the sweater around it. And remember, they had done said in the last video from yesterday that she didn't even have on a sweater. So where'd you get the sweater from? Whose sweater? Baby don't even wear no sweater. You know, baby don't own no sweater. What are we talking about? But I would love to listen, and this is why I be like, ooh, watch this. Why don't family just believe it? Why don't families who go through this, why don't they just believe what law enforcement has told them? You know what's funny? And everything else, pretty much everything else, we need this thing called proof. We not just gonna believe. Y'all know that, right? The one thing we have been indoctrinated with is you gonna believe that religion. Huh? I'm just saying. I'm just pointing this out. Like, we need proof of what you telling me about my damn child. Just prove it. If you can prove that my child hung themselves, all right, cool. But if not, listen, the check need to be in the mail. Moving right along, I ain't gonna be much older. Yep. Everything else, we need some damn proof. I don't even think we be thinking about it like that right now. Oh, we got a lighter Hugh sister. We got a lighter Hugh sister who done fell short of glory. Got a lighter Hugh sister. I mean, really fell short of glory. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. I don't know if her name Catherine or Vicky or something like that right there. We got another one. We have a correctional officer, a correctional employee has been fired. Okay. For trying to hunch an inmate, for trying to have sexual relations with an inmate at a transitional center. Transitional centers is typically, it's not a rooming house. It's a, I just had a thought. It's okay, you out of jail, but you got to go to this house and you got to stay there for like 3 to 6 months or 9 months, and then you will be released. What is those places called, y'all? I can't even much think of the name right now. The halfway house. Yeah. Yeah, because you halfway free and then you halfway not free. Yeah. The halfway house. That's a transitional center. That's what they mean. So this beautiful white queen was caught trying to hunt. Look. When I say caught, somebody saw it. Here we go.
Department of Corrections employee is now under arrest after investigators say a guard caught her naked with an inmate. Now her attorney
bucket naked
says the woman was threatened and forced into that situation.
Okay.
Channel 2's Michael Seiden is live.
Okay, don't take responsibilities. Blame it on the man. You was forced. Go ahead.
In Northeast Atlanta on this developing story. Michael, you've learned the woman is also accused of another crime.
Yeah, and Linda, I want to show you exactly where this former employee who worked as a purchasing assistant used to work right down there, that brick. Investigators say on her LinkedIn page, Vicky France shows that she works as a purchasing assistant for the Department of Corrections. But tonight, a spokeswoman for the DOC confirms that the 56-year-old has been fired. This after authorities arrested her on Monday after an investigation revealed that she attempted to have sexual activity with an inmate.
56 Vicky? That 56 Vicky. Listen, is this the same one from up there in New York who they made the movie about? To where the inmates had done escape? Wasn't her name Vicky too? Go ahead.
Authorities say it all went down last month at her job at the Atlanta Transitional Center, which provides felons who are near the end of their sentences with a place to live and work as they prepare for life after prison.
The state would ask for $20,000 on each count.
France chose to waive her first court appearance on Tuesday, but her public defender asked for a lower bond and also pushed back on the allegations.
That she was under the duress. She was threatened with her life, actually, to comply with the demand by the complaining witness. My client is the victim of the whole situation, and
she was under duress.
yet she is falsely accused of those charges.
But according to
Hell nah, She was under duress. I want y'all to think about this right here. She's talking about a player at a transitional center, meaning he's about to get out. He left jail, not in the transitional center, which if you was in a transitional center, you can leave and go to work. You can leave to go to like the grocery store, but you have to be back at the halfway house at a certain time, if I'm not mistaken. You mean to tell me he done picked 56 Vic and forcing her to do something?
Tuesday, but her public defender asked for a lower bond and also pushed back on the allegations.
That she was under the duress. She was threatened with her life, actually, to comply with the demand by the complaining witness. My client is the victim of the whole situation, and yet she is falsely accused of those charges.
But according to the arrest
I'm going to murder you if you don't hunch me. I'm about to get out of the whole system shortly. Bitch, I done my time. I done a whole bunch of time, and now I'm at the transitions. I'm about to transition back to the crib. But 56 Vic, if you don't give me no monkey, you dead. How many of y'all believe that?
David, a security guard who worked at the facility, witnessed the alleged criminal behavior and reported that he saw France in her office laying on a bed mat with no pants on and an inmate standing over her. He also claimed he intervened before any sexual acts took place.
He had to intervene. He had to stop Vicky. No, wait. Don't do it. She already laid down on the mat with her legs open, with her pants down. In her office. So, Buddy is in her office. I was forced and coerced. Bitch, I was under duress. That's what that baby said. I would have never gave him my monkey. Damn, she has a face that only what? Desperationness was smashed. Hey, ain't no way.
Yeah, it's unclear if those inmates are going to face additional charges. Also, want to tell you about that other felony charge. Apparently, she's accused of basically accepting $50 in exchange for 5 packs of cigarettes. Again, this is an ongoing investigation. We'll let you know if there's any additional charges. We're live in Northeast Atlanta. Michael Side.
56 Vic done accepted $50, man, for some squares. I just $50 for some squares. So let me ask y'all this right here. So this must not be one of them transition homes like a halfway house then. Because why would she accept money for squares when typically at a halfway house you get to leave the halfway house? Maybe go to work or something like that right there. So you would not need somebody to buy you squares. $50 Vicky. That baby got caught and that baby said, I was under duress, man. Y'all know how women be out here lying. They be trying to do what they want to do, but if they get caught, they will not be held accountable. They refuse to be held accountable out here. Hell no, 'cause I would never. 56 Vic look a mess. But listen, when you've been behind bars for a long, long time, 56 Vic is such a queen. I promise you. It's a beautiful baby. That's a dime. It's a dime piece out here in these streets. Now, why is that right there not showing? Hold on. Swallow. Put that there back up. Shout out to James for the $6 cash app. I appreciate that right there. If y'all just not coming on in, y'all go ahead and hit the thumbs up button and the share button. In the comment section, she's not very bright, laughing my A off. She could have gotten 3 times that for 5 packs. She could have gotten 3 times that for 5 packs. You talking about squares? He said, I feel sorry for the inmate. Say, so horrible. Pardon the inmate. He said, I actually feel sorry for her incredibly lonely. I feel so sorry for her incredibly lonely. Girl. He said she wanted that Mandingo and got caught. He said women dating known criminals is a sad story. It's decisions. He said Granny's gone wild. He said she didn't charge enough for the squares. That was at regular price, right? $50 for 5 packs, and aren't packs of squares, depending on what state you in, is between $7 and $12. It's something like that right there. Mm-hmm. You say, why would you have a purchasing agent without that close proximity to an offender? You're supposed to be limiting the people that have contact with not increasing it, and this is the reason why I must have read that right there wrong. He said the other officer was hating. You might be right. He probably wanted to smash Vicky too. Post child for ED, said the usual suspect. It is what it is, man. Shout out to Vic. I just don't be liking how at times, and this is why it be difficult to believe all women, because y'all be doing stuff and then y'all don't want to be held accountable, and you all will lie and say that you was forced to do some shit that you decided to do, that you made a decision to do, and I don't like you for it. I really, really don't. Moving right along. I ain't gonna eat much hold you. Let me go and get that off the screen. Really, I ain't doing nothing. Let's slide back up to the front. Give y'all this right here. What was this? That was the food stamps. Get that out the way. We don't care about nobody. We don't care about the kids, but we just gonna continue to say that we care about the kids. We typically care about kids when they die, though. You say in California, them squares are $15? Say, Willie, will the new YouTube rules affect you? I think that you're talking about the rules that's supposed to have went into effect on July the 1st. Is you talking about the AI? The AI content creators, to where they would not be paid anymore. YouTube would not be paying the AI creators for their videos because it's not human beings. Is that what you're talking about? Other than that, I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyway, moving right along. We talk about a young 4-year-old. It's not like we have an old 4-year-old, so I don't even know why I said a young 4-year-old. We're talking about a 4-year-old boy who was killed in Detroit. In Detroit, you know, a place to raise your children. And you know what's crazy? In all of these states where the crime is high, the crime is high in dark hue communities. In all of these states, I would say move out the area. But do y'all understand that it's only bad in dark hue communities? In the same cities where the white folks live, Asian folks live, everybody else live, the violence is low. In all of these high crime areas, all these high crime cities. Because there's parts of Baltimore that they is living their best life. Non-black folk. There's in communities in that city that has no crime or really, really low crime. So in all of the bad cities, what is this telling us about black folks? We the problem. We is literally the problem. You can't blame the city. It ain't the city because of that like Chicago. Black folks having a hard time in black folks communities. In white communities and non-black folk communities in Chicago, they living their best life. They love Chicago. It is very nice and peaceful and all that fly shit in their communities. So we the problem. We the problem in the whole great United States of America. Here we go.
For Samir, family members are calling for action and accountability tonight after a 4-year-old boy was shot and killed while playing at a park. The tragic shooting happened on June 27th at Skinner Park. That's where Samir Grubbs, an 18-year-old, Davion Shelmanson Bay, both died. Thanks for joining us at 11. I'm Ty Steele.
I'm Kimberly Gill. 2 men, Brandon Ware and William Wheeler, have been arrested and face multiple charges, including first-degree murder. Tonight, the community gathered to remember Samir, who was known for his love of Spider-Man.
Victor Williams is joining us live tonight. Victor, Samir and his siblings have been at that park just minutes before that shooting happened.
That's right, and unfortunately this tragedy just unfolded. But although only 4 years old, this little boy's death is having a major impact on the community.
He was definitely a light that everybody loved.
A neighborhood torn apart, a family grieving, as the community still tries to come to terms with the death of 4-year-old Samir Grubbs. His mother Jasmine is taking it day by day.
Oh yeah, now that was a part of it too, to say the YouTube rules. You say no, they say that you can't use other people's footage. Well, there was more that went with that, because if I'm not mistaken, I did hear using it with AI, but I could be wrong. But I'm gonna look into it.
It's been hard, definitely hard, but it's one of those things that I definitely get on my knees every night and I pray about.
The candlelight vigil taking place in the same exact place where the tragic shooting happened that also took the life of an 18-year-old is more about honoring Samir's memory.
This is kind of rewarding for us to celebrate him today and the rest of the weekend.
Community activist Reverend Rideout was very close to Samir as well, recalling his final time talking to the 4-year-old.
He said to me before we hung up, "I love you, Pastor." And then days later, I had to get this call. So that has torn my heart, it has torn her heart.
And as the city of Detroit struggles with multiple shootings involving teenagers and children,
everybody's numb because enough is enough. Too many babies are being killed. Too many babies are being snipped out for something that they didn't do and had nothing to do with.
Jasmine says she'll still come to the park because it wasn't the location that killed her son, but a senseless act of violence.
That's how I will come to this park. No, ain't nothing wrong with me. That's just me knowing that my son's spirit is still here.
And we're told that that was Samir's second time, only his second time going to the park. And unfortunately, this is what happened. So the people tonight, they want that park changed to Samir Grubbs Park, the name of that park to be changed. In the meantime, 2 people are still in custody. Live tonight, Victor Williams, Local 4.
Yeah, speaking of that, Victor, before you go, those 2 men who are facing charges for the shooting, do we know what's next for them?
Yeah, well, they're both being charged with first-degree murder. They're supposed to be due back in court in just a few weeks.
All right. Victor Williams reporting for us tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Vic.
And after shootings like the one at Skinner Park, Detroit police are cracking down on curfews for youth this summer. City leaders outlined changes yesterday. Minors 15 and under cannot be in public places in the city of Detroit from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. without a parent, legal guardian, or a responsible adult. And for teens 16 and 17, the curfew starts at 11 p.m. You can read a complete breakdown on our website.
Got y'all on curfew out here in these streets. It's crazy. It's crazy. They say, do you smell a GoFundMe? Ooh. Let's look it up. Let's look up the GoFundMe. Little 4-year-old done lost his life out here because of these fools. These fools acting ass, as usual. As usual. You say justice for Samir. Y'all let me scroll down. Let me see. What do we have here? Well, I'm not seeing the GoFundMe. I'm not. Wait. Or maybe I just need to go to GoFundMe. Hold on. Oh no, Samir. I'm looking for his full name. Oh, all right. Samir Grubbs. Going around here to the FundMe. Got it. Let's see. Whoa. So from Jasmine Club. He got one. Yep, we got us one. Gonna put up on the screen real quick. I think that is little buddy. Oh, yeah. All right. Jasmine Grubbs. This is GoFundMe. Turn tragedy into joy. Samir's Playground Tribute. The service is in 2 days. They asked for $6.5 thousand. They got $29.95. $29.95. Shout out to DJ Inglewood for the $5 super chat. He said, I was born and raised on the south side of Chicago. I tell people that all the time. He said, if you is outside the hood, you can be okay for the most part. Yep. Don't be round Negroes. We is horrible. We tear up the community. We kill in the communities. Stay from around. A play day at the park I never saw coming. Say on February, June 27, 2025, my 4-year-old son Samir insisted that we stop at the park. It was hot that day and the sun was shining so bright. Samir just knew that it meant we would go play in the park. At first I told him that it was too hot, but Samir, being the charming and sweet little boy he was, still persuaded me to take him to the park. So I did. But I didn't take Samir to the park. I initially took him because I felt like our usual park was too crowded. Instead, I took him a few blocks over to Skinner Park on my only day off. Trying to grasp this. Oh, she wrote a whole speech. We don't need much want to do that right now. Got that. I'm trying to scroll because I just want to see why. Sadly, Samir passed away on the operating table at the hospital that evening. This pain is something that I cannot describe. No parent should ever have to experience this, and no child should ever have to be subject to the anguish my baby experienced. Samir was full of life, and he would have started pre-K this upcoming school year. His favorite character was Spider-Man because he loved the web. People whenever they would leave, and now I am left wishing that there was a web that I could have used that day to keep my baby from leaving me. All Samir wanted to do that beautiful day was play in the park, and now my final wish for him is to give him that day of play, even if it's in spirit. That's deep. Planning the funeral for my 4-year-old. I am asking you for assistance to help me make his wish into a reality by turning Samir's celebration of life into our very own playground for that day with no insurance. It's just crazy. Anyway, if y'all would like to help out the family, y'all going on around there, moving right along. I ain't gonna be much show you. Y'all just don't never have no damn insurance. It's just crazy. It's just really, really crazy. We do not think it's necessary. We really, really don't. My child gonna outlive me. You don't know that shit. You do not know that. But we still make the same decisions. Now, I am over here and I am looking at I had them typed in times in India. I typed in, now it's not working. Hold on. I was over here looking up what they said about the YouTube new policies. Let's see the new monetization rules and what changes and what does not change. YouTube has some big news for budding content creators and influencers. People thinking of venturing into the world of video creation through YouTube might have to face some new challenges due to YouTube's new monetization rule. The online video platform has announced that new monetization updates to the platform, which will go into effect on the 15th. What are the new rules and what are the ones that will remain the same? What's changing on YouTube? Okay. When YouTube announced an upcoming monetization policy update, people were concerned about the same. However, the company clarifies that the changes are aimed at better detecting inauthentic content and not a crackdown on reaction videos or clip compilations. Okay. Y'all got that right there? This is the changes. The company clarified that the changes are aimed at better detecting inauthentic content. That's why I was saying that they was talking about AI, the AI content, and not a crackdown on reaction videos or clip compilations. See, because the reaction videos that falls under fair use. The videos that I use fall under fair use. You know, I am commentating on what I'm seeing. So, hold up. A creator liaison at YouTube clarifies the confusion in an explainer video, saying that if you're seeing posts about July 2025 update to the YouTube monetization policy, you're concerned it will affect your reaction or clips of other types of channels. This is a minor update to YouTube long-standing YPP policy to help better identify when content is mass-produced or repetitive. So I won't be harmed. Hell, I already feel like I'm being harmed because they is shadow banning me anyway. So no matter what change that they make, they still not pushing me shit out. So you know what I'm saying? I'm still losing money. Still losing a hell of a lot of money because they's blocking. They blocking me. They's blocking you good people for getting the news that you may need out here in these streets. They is not giving you the option. They're not giving the people the option to see what a player is talking about and let them make the decision whether they want to click on the video or not. Because they're not even putting it out for people to see. So, You say, y'all know that YouTube was originally designed to be a dating site? True story. Really? Because I've been on YouTube from damn near the start. Well, almost. I think I came in like 4 years later. I started in 2010. I started in 2010 when YouTube was the ish. YouTube was the ish, boy. When I tell y'all, you can have fun. Oh, this shit was so much fun. You had the permission to speak freely. You had to talk about what you want to talk about and still get paid. The good old days, the good old days. But that's why we all have to understand things don't last forever. Some things don't last forever. You say the policies is that you have to show your face streaming. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't see that right there. I didn't see that part. This means that the channels that post reaction or compilation will have to add their own meaningful value to the existing content. Additionally, those making tutorials and vlogs will need to Those making tutorials and vlogs will need to not using existing clips and text-to-speech narrative. Those relying on AI-generated videos might be at risk of losing their monetization privileges as well. That's what I was talking about. They is cutting out the monetization for people who is using AI. And a lot of people, they don't understand. Text-to-speech narratives, that's AI. That is AI. So, you say they're banning all of the AI bot streams that's profiting off other people's streams. Yes. Yes. You said the first video posted to YouTube, it wasn't about dating. Tell them what it. YouTube is nothing like it used to be, man. It's nothing like it used to be, y'all. I promise you. This really was the place to be. You say all of the good stuff was scrubbed over the years. Yes. And it's crazy because a lot of us, we didn't even think to save our content. A lot of us, we did not start saving our content to our computers and stuff like that right there. That like wasn't even a thought for the most part. I think I started saving my content was a year in, probably like in 2011. That's why I got all these damn hard drives over here now. It's crazy. It's really, really crazy. Thousands and thousands of videos. All right, move right along. Let's go to Chicago. I was just talking about Chicago. We have a situation. Warning. This is a warning. Hold on. Yada. I was just reading some. Reaction completely are not outright banned, but the creators can no longer rely on picking clips from sources and reusing them. Oh, all right, bam. Reactions, compilations, and clip channels are not outright banned, but creators can no longer rely on picking clips from sources and reusing them or an AI. Yeah. He said there has to be something that you add to the videos, which is not difficult to add something to the videos other than AI. It's just more time consuming and, something like that. But a lot of people, they just been out here eating real good. Eating real good with the AI content. See what it is? They get in, and this is why. When you get in and you start getting you some good little money, save your money. Save your money. Because some things, it don't last forever. Trying to help. We got body cam footage. We got some body cam footage. A police officer got shot. Warning. This can be very graphic. Very graphic. Here we go.
Stop resisting! Stop resisting!
Shots fired, Granny call.
256 already, shots fired at the police.
Andrew, you good?
Send ambulance.
Andrew's hit.
Give me it. Trigger. Down.
This leg.
High.
North Avenue at Foster and South Alley, North Alley. Colon.
256 already, got one offender down, got one weapon recovered.
Oh my God.
Timestamp for the tourniquet squad. Hey, offenders here, I got a gun right here. Hey, I shot, okay? All right. Close the door.
You hit anywhere else?
Take his vest off. I wasn't running line. You gotta switch. Hey, I shot him right here, bro. I shot him in the neck and in the head, bro. He had a gun shot.
My radio's not working. My radio's not working. Somebody have a working radio?
Hey, good? So I went over there with everything, okay? I said, all person shots fired. Hey, no control. Squad,
Hold on. I got a question. We seeing him. Did he just say that he shot the Vic? Well, we shot the suspect in the head and shit. Look at his body moving.
Radio's not working. Somebody have a working radio?
Hey, good? So I went over
We ain't trying to help Buddy at all, which is understandable.
there with everything. Okay?
Look at him.
I said, all person
Trying to breathe and shit. He shot him in the head. He done.
Squad, charge!
Get him out of here!
Hey, let's put him in handcuffs. Let's put this guy.
Come.
Ooh, he shot him right up under that meat. Ooh, gee.
Hey, are you good? It's in the leg?
And that thigh.
Get his hand.
I'm sleeping.
Are you okay?
I got him. Hey, secure that. Give me the firearm.
Do not touch anything.
Let's stay on me. I got it.
Hey, guys, deep breath. Everybody deep breath, all right?
Take a deep breath.
We got you.
Take a deep breath.
Take his vest off.
I can't. I broke the fucking thing off of this.
Okay, does the other
Can you
one
slow
make
down?
it?
Yeah. Turn to get applied.
Okay, so I went over there for the second apply, bro. You did a sweep?
Yeah.
Okay, hey. Shears. Cut his hair. Shears. I got it. I'll go over there.
Remember, Mama them had done told us don't leave the house without good drawers on. You always leave the house with the good drawers on. You never know. Never know.
Yeah, I see that.
It's right here.
I see it. I gotta apply first aid to this guy, man.
They cut his leg. Damn it, they cut the pants leg off.
Yeah, I see that.
It's right here.
I see it. I gotta apply
He unbuttoning his pants.
Cut pants, bro. Hey. So he shot me.
Now, is this considered gay? Is this considered gay because his male co-worker is unbuttoning his pants and taking off the belt? This is the female, so all right, that's regular, right? But with you people, because I wouldn't. This is a co-worker trying to help out another co-worker. But some people may look at this as, oh man, they ain't trying to unbutton nobody. Ain't trying to unbutton no man pants so he could breathe better. Hey, well, y'all wild. Look at this.
He shot me. Hey.
And he zipped them down fast.
Clean up a little bit so I can take them out.
Hey, I'll cut your pants, okay, bud?
If you are, just move back.
Come here.
Okay.
So hold this guy. Hey, Andrew's hit.
Yeah, we got Andrew.
Hey,
Y'all understand? Don't nothing else matter when a police officer gets shot. Don't nothing else matter. That's how it's supposed to be.
You got the keys on you, Andrew?
Brian, get out of the way!
Get out the way!
Wow. Look how far they had to go to get him in the car.
Get him in Sergeant's car. Get him in Sergeant's car. Open. Get in there.
Get in there.
Slide. Get him in there, man.
Yeah, go.
Man down. Ooh. I know that had to happen really fast with you people. Let's go ahead on and watch it again real quick. Just the beginning. Just the beginning.
Stop resisting. Stop reaching. Stop fucking reaching.
Do not reach!
Give me your hands. Stop reaching. Give me your hands.
I got sound in my head.
Give me your hands.
I got light.
Stop reaching.
Stop reaching!
Stop.
I'm trying.
Wait a minute. So did the shooter say I got shot in my head? I don't know.
Stop resisting. Stop reaching. Stop fucking reaching.
Do not reach!
Give me your hands. Stop reaching. Give me your hands.
I got sound in my head.
Give me your hands.
I got light.
Stop reaching.
Stop reaching!
Stop.
I'm trying to.
So who the hell just shot him just then, or did the one on his back just shoot him? Hold on.
Stop.
I'm trying to.
Okay, let me. Yes, he was the one who shot him, and he just put his gun back in his holster after he shot him.
Stop.
I'm trying to.
Ooh, that boy quick.
256 ready. Shots fired at the police.
Andrew, you good?
Send ambulance.
Andrew's hit.
Give me it. Trigger.
Wow, boy.
This leg.
High.
North Avenue at Hoffer and South Elliott, North Avenue.
Wow, boy. Hey, listen, being a police officer is not easy. For y'all who be thinking it's easy, it ain't easy. And this is why I do believe that, especially when officers is dealing with the ones who I really think is going to get them killed, when y'all dealing with women, y'all better start treating these women like y'all treat these men. I'm just trying to help because you all be leaving yourselves open for death. I'm trying to help. Now, luckily, I do believe that the officer had done made it on through. I don't know because I haven't checked for an update or nothing like that right there. But I think he gonna make it. Just shot in the thigh, and it don't look like it was a main vein or nothing like that right there. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't look like that right there to me. Y'all come on in. Come on in, hit the thumbs up button. Do not be afraid. Share. We screaming everywhere. We screaming everywhere. And we also, I can't say, but I'm just gonna say K. Links is in the description. Links in the description if you like to check a player out anywhere else. But make sure that y'all stay on the tube. Stay on YouTube. Do not leave the tube. I got to make sure I say that right there. Hold on now. What? Now, why does it seem like we was dropped? So as we dropped from there too? Let me see. Let me do a refresh. Okay, so we still there. I don't know what happened with the K. But it seemed like I dropped from the K. We ain't tripping. We just gonna keep the party going. We're going to keep the party going. Y'all share. We over 200 with a thumbs up. Appreciate that right there. Listen. I saw a video of a woman waving and pointing the gun. She's driving in her Jeep. I don't know what's wrong with this crazy bitch, but she's just waving her gun.
What appears to be a gun out of her car, even pointing it at people. Rock Hill police later shot the woman. Thanks for joining us for your news at 11 o'clock. I'm Siobhan Bryan.
And I'm John Carter. And now we know a lot more about what led to this wild case. Our Michael Warwick has a story.
So, Michael, you spoke with neighbors who were allegedly threatened by this woman.
They say it all just happened out of nowhere. 1 minute enjoying the holiday weekend, the next frantically trying to warn people of a woman acting erratically with a gun.
They're not open. Hey!
Krista Williams wasn't going to take any chances, recording a woman waving a gun out of her car when the woman turned and pointed it at her.
It was just real scary to me, and I mean, I wouldn't want to go through that again. I was just lucky that I was able to get out.
Krista and her neighbor, Katie Hewitt, called 911, telling police the woman was acting erratically and threatening people in the neighborhood Saturday evening.
She pulled right up beside our house and she pointed the gun out of the passenger window right at us and told us to get out. And we were in shock. We're like, what?
Police say the woman led them on a brief chase, at one point aiming the gun at them. A Rock Hill police officer shot the woman in the arm.
And I'm grateful that she is actually going to survive, because I wouldn't want her to lose her life over just some craziness that got in her mind.
The South Carolina Law Enforcement Division is now investigating the case. They tell us the woman is expected to survive, and the weapon turned out to be a BB gun. While that's some comfort for Katie and Krista, it's still a scare that will stick with them.
It's very fortunate that it wasn't a lot worse than it could have been, and I'm glad that she's okay. Like, if she needs help, I hope she gets it. And I mean,
y'all see how sympathetic women be to other women? I would have not wanted her to just die because of something that went wrong that day. We don't know what she was going through. I hope that she gets the help that she needs. Y'all don't say that about men.
If she needs help, I hope she gets it. And I mean, the whole situation was just surreal.
The York County Sheriff's Office says this woman will face criminal charges once she's released from the hospital. However, we don't know yet what those charges will be. In Rock Hill, Michael Warwick, WBTV, on your side.
Yeah. Men, we don't understand. Like, we really don't understand. Women is real sympathetic to other women, but not sympathetic to us. Everybody believes that men know better or should know better. Men believe that, women believe that. That's why we don't get sympathy, empathy, and all that fly stuff. No. You know better. You a man. That's how they be treating us out here. Hold on. Make how you spell that word right there? Okay, man. Hold on. Let's see, two. Write that there, two, real quick. Got that. Yeah. Move right along. What else do we have here? I can get this out the way. I got one for you. Let's see. Listen, as y'all come on in, y'all hit the thumbs up, the share button, and all that fly stuff. Again, can't do it without you good people. I really do need your support. I need to watch this video. Oh, Harbor Freight. That's what's I love Harbor Freight, y'all. I promise. I just want to hug Harbor Freight out here in these streets, man. For real. Excuse me. This is the summertime, and a lot in the summer, we do these stories in the summer. That was crazy. This is the summertime, and there's always some summer stories to where air conditions fail. And now people is laid up inside of their apartments, inside of their homes without air condition. Typically, when you was renting, the expectation is the landlords is supposed to take care of the heating situation. But do y'all understand? The air conditioning situations and heating situations, right? But in case y'all don't know, across the country, there's certain states that's not law. And then in certain states, you cannot withhold rent due to things not being fixed. In certain states. Air condition is considered a luxury item. In some states. We have a situation of a mother, she's going through like a nightmare right now. It's just like a real nightmare. A Nashville tenant fights for her children's safety as their homes remain dangerously hot. And I talked about heat yesterday and leaving the children inside of the car. I walked outside, tried to jump in the car. It's 97 degrees out. It's just super hot. You know what I'm saying? But when you have no AC inside of your home and you paying your damn bills, this is a whole problem. Y'all, we going to listen to this mother. Now, she's a different type of mother, but she's a mother.
It's been a hot summer.
While Nashville summers can be brutal, this family doesn't deserve to be this hot.
And it's real miserable. I'm really miserable here, and this is where I live. I'm not comfortable at all anymore.
Ariel Matthews rents a 4-bedroom unit in a Hermitage duplex for herself and her 5 children, including a 5-month-old.
Herself, 5 children. She has a 5-month-old child. All right. Single mama.
My air unit, it comes from here, I guess.
Their air conditioner stopped working back in May.
Y'all thirsty though? It's hot. I know it's hot. Mama, sorry. That's all I can say.
In June, things went from bad to worse.
Yep. Barely have food.
The fridge and stove stopped working properly, presumably because the house is consistently above 80 degrees.
When I put it cook on 3-1, it's like it's on 9.
The stovetop even caught on fire.
We're not eating, like if we eat, we have to go out to eat, and that's breaking me because we're always out to eat because we can't keep food. I go to the grocery store, my meat goes bad because it's cooking. It's been that hot in here. The hottest was in here, my AC unit's at 92.
All right. It's hot in there. Not only did the AC go out, but the refrigerator and the stove is a problem.
To keep cool, she's purchased 2 window units.
Okay.
But Ariel's tired of waiting for 615 Property Investment Group to fix the air conditioner out back. Her lease states the landlord is responsible for fixing appliances once notified, while there's no deadline given for when the repairs will be done.
It's not livable. I'm tired of living here like this. It's not livable.
She continues to pay rent, which is more than $1,400 a month. That's the right thing to do because in general, tenants in Tennessee don't have a right to withhold rent because of repair problems.
In Tennessee, you can't hold that rent back. Now listen, she's not on assistance. She's not on Section 8. She paying $1,400. One of the smart moves that she did was get the window air conditioners. At least we can fix the heating problem. I'm going to need for her and or somebody else, somebody got to come through with a Frigidaire. There should be yard sales out here. She has a 5-month-old. That means to tell me that she knows men. She should know some men. She should know, what is that thing called? Yard sales. We got to be on the marketplace. Somebody got a $100 Frigidaire or something. I do understand that we waiting on the landlord, but for some reason they taking too goddamn long. So she's already fixed the air problem. The Frigidaire and the stove. I think we can fix that there for like $200. You got to put your own money up.
It's the right thing to do because in general, tenants in Tennessee don't have a right to withhold rent because of repair problems. Additionally, renters do not have a right to cool air unless it's in writing.
They don't have a right to cool air. That's not a right. That's a privilege if it's not a right? You say the AC has been out for a while. A tree is growing in it. You got a point.
Work, I take care of my kids, I pay my bills. I'm not in the street, I'm not doing nothing wrong. I'm just a mom.
Ariel is starting to question what her payments are actually covering.
What am I paying rent for? To take a shower and wash dishes? We can't cook here.
In Hermitage, Hannah McDonald, News Channel 5.
See, so, all right. I would start out by saying, having all these goddamn children be's a problem. Especially by yourself. It be's a problem. Having all these children with 2 people is difficult. But for one person, it has to be 10 times worse. But she's not one who is getting housing assistance. Now, do she get food stamps? I'm pretty sure that she do. But remember, she have to go out and eat because you can't buy groceries. The refrigerator don't work. You can't buy groceries, so she have to have cash. She bought the window ACs with her own money, because she worked for it. So this is just one of these mamas who have just fell a little short of glory right now because the landlord don't want to step up and do what the landlord is supposed to do. But what I'm here to tell you, sugar, Facebook Marketplace, drive around the community, somebody got a Frigidaire that they're trying to throw away. Somebody got a stove for $75 right now. I can go on Facebook Marketplace right now, and just type in stove. What I'm going to do? I can just type in stove. Shit, they probably got one for $25 right now. You come and pick it up right now. Let me see. Stove. Stove for sale. Come on. Do me a solid. Pop up. Can I get refresh? Yep. One for $35 right now. $35 right now. I know what the hell I be talking about sometimes. For real though. But hell, that ain't gonna work. That right there ain't gonna work. Now, I think one of the craziest things is that they need to actually change the law to where, hey, watch this. I do understand that you cannot hold back rent, but you're not finna get rent. You're not finna get the rent. No, you're not finna get the rent. And for months, and I do think that they said that this happened back in May. And hold on. We got the up-to-date cars out there. She ain't saying that she broke. She's not acting like she's broke. She's not doing that right there. It's just, hey, my food gonna go bad. It's costing me too much to eat out every day. And she's right about that. But I just want to go back to what month?
4-bedroom unit in a Hermitage duplex for herself and her 5 children, including a 5-month-old.
This is my air unit, and it comes from here, I guess.
Their air conditioner stopped working back in May.
Y'all thirsty?
In May. Back in May. It's July. It's been hot since April. But there is in Nashville. She say, what about hot plates at $15? The problem is you can't store the food. She have no refrigerator. She have no refrigerator. What about, damn it, I just was in Home Depot and they had the little refrigerators. What is it, fridge? Fridge. $150. Shit. I see a refrigerator right now in Central Florida for $50. I see 2 for $50. One for $75, $150, $100, $40, $100, $75. Man, if you don't go around there and get you a damn refrigerator and put that one outside, you got to put the broke one outside, sugar. The stove, baby, the stove got to go. I'm just saying, y'all, we got to find better ways. We got to find better ways because you can't keep eating out. Eating out is going to take all your damn money now. I'm trying to help. Move right along. I ain't going to eat much. You give yourself a pat on the back. Y'all have made it to the end of the midday news out here in these streets. We got 210 with the likes, man. I appreciate y'all. Say not another single mom in distress. It's a doggone shame. Say, hell, Timu have Frigidaires. For real, though. For real, though. This stuff is just crazy, man. Life, y'all. I hope that you all have been entertained. I hope that I gave y'all enough news. We're gonna be back. For the nightly news around here in these streets. I still need your support. I just need for you good people to go ahead on and hit the thumbs up button and hit the share button, man. And hit the cash app, hit the super chat, hit everything. Hit everything, and damn it, you won't catch a case. Just go ahead on and hit everything. Oh, what? Why didn't I just refresh that? And maybe it would have showed me. Robert Benzino. What in the world? Why is that title there? But that's okay. We got 94 followers over there on the green and black one, but I'm gonna have to put another icon right there so y'all can know who a player talking about because we over there also. But we not on the purple. We not on the purple. We had a little technical difficulties trying to do that right there. Hold up, scroll up. I see you, player. Hold on, where's my thing? Stroll it down over here. It says she basically saying why she got to keep buying stuff in her spot when the landlord is responsible for replacing the broke stuff. Especially if she's paying over $1,200. Yeah, $1,400. That baby paying $1,400. And I do understand. Listen. I do understand. Maybe her thought process is I shouldn't have to buy no damn stove and no refrigerator. I'm understanding, but I'm trying to just think it through. It's best for her to go ahead on and spend $250 for both of those appliances, supposed to spending over $1,000 and keep eating out. You know, he could spend about $250 refrigerator and stove and spend $500 on some groceries. Just saying. And then, once the landlord decides to come and fix something, then she could put those items back up for sale. Oh, right. There you go. She can use Rent-A-Center. You say, how many bedrooms? 4. She have 4 bedrooms, and she have 5 children. That's what she need to go to, Rent-A-Center, and just... Because now since the news done came out, I'm pretty sure that the landlord will now get the ball rolling. You know what I'm saying? But if not, she would just have to pay the down payment at Rent-A-Center for like the first month, you know. And you just rent it. And once you come and fix those items, then they got to go ahead on and come and pick back up those items. And now you're not paying. But until now, because she's spending so much in grocery, you better off getting a new refrigerator, well, another refrigerator and a stove so you can save some money. She should have been fixed this issue no more than a week later. She is not looking out for her children. Call DCL, goddamn. Call DCL. Because listen, my refrigerator is not finna be out. I'm not finna be in the home without a refrigerator. Like, hell no. I need the food. Like, I need food. You say, Willie, there's a woman making videos on how she buys takeout every day because she doesn't want to cook. This shit is expensive, y'all. Eating out, especially with children. Eating out for yourself, it may not be that expensive. Depends on how you eat, too. You probably get you a 4 for $4 and be straight. You know what I'm saying? But when you and 5 kids and they eating multiple times a day and you doing that on you is eating out, that's a whole problem. Oh, facts. Heat strokes knows no age. That's a fact. You say those children are in danger. Call the police. Got to be more good. You say, I missed that part. 5 children. Yes, 5 children. But listen, she wasn't on no Section 8, though. That baby paying $14 a month. $14 a month, and she got, damn it, I think that was a Hellcat outside or something like that right there. He got a Hemi outside. I think so. Listen, players, prostate cancer awareness around here at the Willie Williams Show say it's just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your little la-la or your life. It's your choice. You make the call, your body, your booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm is. I really do appreciate y'all rocking with the player, man. Thank y'all. No. They didn't say, but in my mind, she does get stamps. You got 5 kids. I don't give a damn what job a woman works. She getting some damn food stamps. You say she is a liar. Well, she didn't say it. She didn't say it, but that's the assumption that I'm coming up with. And because they just said she paid $1,400. And they didn't say low income or anything like that right there. But hell, she could be on the system. She could be. That baby went out and bought her own air conditions. She's sitting out there with up-to-date cars. You know what I'm saying? So, maybe. But she said that she worked. She said that she worked, and she worked a lot. She worked, she come home. She worked and come home. That's what she do. So she may not have housing assistance, but I truly believe that she is getting some food stamps. You know what I'm saying? But hell, you can't use the food stamps. Unless she find a spot that allows them to buy hot meals with the stamps, then all right, you know. I'm just saying. Listen, man, I appreciate y'all for rocking, man. We were screaming live everywhere. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. Be happy with being alive. Listen, I'm going to see y'all later, man. Y'all have a good one. You say you get an AC and you get an AC and you get an AC. Say, and Memphis rents are not that upper high, especially in that house. Yeah. That was a 4-bedroom duplex. So that $1,400. Let's say down in Florida, a 4-bedroom anywhere you was not finna find for $1,400. It is way over $2,000. Easy. Hell, it may hit $3,000 depending on the neighborhood that you're in. You know what I'm saying? You right about that right there. You say, Willie, you know that the news be holding back and say they lie also to these single mamas. Yes. Yes, you're absolutely correct. A matter of fact, did I delete that? I don't think I deleted it. Let me see something real quick. Let me just look. Let me just look. Nashville. Let's see if I can see I'm not interested in the AI mode right now. Let's see. I don't accept. Moving that. All right. Bam. Hold on. It said that she paid $1,925. $1,925. Let's go push the article up. This is the article. Ariel Matthews continued to pay $1,425 a month in rent for a 4-bedroom duplex unit, despite the virtually unbearable conditions affecting her family, including her 5-month-old baby. They say it was 92 degrees up in the building. Let's see if they're gonna tell us anything else. On the high indoor temperatures, we got that right there. The stove top, it caught on fire. We did that right there. She has purchased 2 air-conditioned windows for some relief. Got that right there. So basically, they just printed out what they said inside of the video. She continues to pay rent. We got that. I got to work. I got to take care of my kids. I pay my bills. I'm not on the streets. I do nothing wrong. I'm just a mom. I believe that, baby. To the household, the small children, the elderly, yada, yada, yada. They're not speaking on any type of housing laws. Well, housing assistant laws. They're not saying any of that right there. But hell, I don't know. You say we need to investigate this more. You might be right. You might be right with that right there. But listen, y'all. I'm finna go on and get up out of here, man. Y'all have a good day. If I find out any more information about this right here, I'm sure enough gonna bring it to y'all's attention. Hold on. Be polite with landlords and consult with the attorney before before if they could evict. Oh, all right. Bam, that was a legal expert. Got that right there. Listen, man, I'm finna go on and get up out of here. Y'all have a good one. See y'all.